Good morning. Today is Monday, September 23rd, and this is Wake Up with KERA News. I'm Andrew Garcia. Showers and thunderstorms will continue to move through North Texas this morning as we experience a cold front. Be on the lookout for minor flooding on the roadways as we can expect pockets of light to heavy rainfall to continue until early this afternoon. After the rain settles, we can start to reap the benefits of the cold front with a high of 84 expected today, kicking off a week of cooler temperatures in the 80s. Coming up, former dancers of Dallas Black Dance Theater say the company has lost sight of its founding principle to be a safe space for black dancers. We'll hear more about that after today's news. A prison in West Texas is set to shut down later this month at the end of its contract with Tarrant County. Tarrant County decided to end its contract with Giles W. Dalby Correctional Facility after the facility neglected to report a failed safety inspection. It had served as an overflow facility, and Tarrant County sent inmates there so it could address safety renovations and understaffing in Tarrant County Jail. TxDOT, or the Texas Department of Transportation, is looking to switch over TxTag's toll transaction processing and customer account services. By the end of the year, they hope to switch to the Harris County Toll Road Authority. For customers, the big change would be the website they visit to manage their accounts. TxDOT says the change is planned to occur in phases, but encourages customers to make sure their accounts are paid and up to date to avoid problems. It's been over a month since Dallas Black Dance Theater fired all 9 of its main company dancers. KERA's Justin Martin spoke to Elizabeth Mayong about the cultural rift that's formed between management and dancers.
So, Liz, a few weeks ago, we talked about how all of the main company's dancers were fired. Dancers said it was a response to their union efforts. The company said it's due to a social video they made that violated some of their policies. What's really happening here?
Well, Justin, there are deeper issues at play here, and it comes down to how dancers and management want to uphold the legacy of the company. The company says to uphold its heritage and legacy, it needs to maintain certain standards. Meanwhile, dancers question where those standards come from and say the company needs to evolve with the times.
So what are we actually talking about here? What does evolving mean?
Well, first off, dancers say they want to be able to have a dialogue with management. For a long time, they say there's been a very rigid top-down communication chain, and dancers were only allowed to voice concerns to one person in management, the artistic director. Jillian Clifford is one of the fired dancers.
We were looking around and we were like, nobody's speaking up for us. We're not protected. We're doing too much for too little.
Now, did the dancers have any other concerns?
Oh yeah, there were several. One's around discipline. Anytime a dancer violated a company policy, they got a disciplinary notice, and the dancers say they got them a lot. One of the fired dancers, Elijah Lancaster, says he got a notice for wearing a bandana to a company event.
Now, I imagine all dance companies and workplaces have dress codes, but do the dancers think that this is overly harsh?
Yeah, they do. Dancers say they also want to see the company enforce rules to protect them and re-examine the values behind different policies. So, for example, one policy in the handbook says dancers have to go through a 30-day period at the start of every season when they can be fired without prior notice. Former dancer Sean J. Smith, who was at the company for 14 years, says he was on probation every year of his tenure. And that was just standard practice.
I'm sure it's another way to intimidate people. You better make sure that you're on your stuff because you're going to be like, we can let you go like this.
But Justin, there's a bigger reason why this matters. This isn't just any dance company. It's Dallas Black Dance Theater, a company that was made for black dancers. Dancers say the company has lost sight of its original vision to be a welcoming space for black dancers. Former dancer Terrell Rogers says the company should focus on reflecting the community it serves before appealing to donors.
For Dallas Black, there's this idea that somehow we have to rid ourselves of anything that would even remotely remind white people specifically of a bad example of what black people look like.
So what has management said to all of this?
Well, we reached out to management and they did not agree to an interview, but sent us statements saying they were surprised to hear about dancers' issues with the work environment. But dancers say they shared their concerns many times with their artistic director. They also say they wrote a letter about workplace concerns to the board in 2022, but were reprimanded for that.
So, since it's been over a month, where do things stand now?
Well, the company held auditions to replace the dancers. We don't know who the selected dancers are, but tickets are now on sale for the company's next show, Dance Africa, in October. As for the dancers who were fired, they're working with the labor union American Guild of Musical Artists to try and get their positions at the company back. So moving forward, the union would like to sit down with the dance company and create a new contract that addresses some of the dancers' concerns.
That was KERA's Elizabeth Mayong speaking to Justin Martin. The Dallas Stars started their training camp last week in preparation for their season opener next month. Star player Jacob Robertson is recovering from having a cyst removed from his foot and will miss most of the camp. The season starts on October 10th. No need to wait for Tuesday to enjoy tacos. Join the Dallas Observer for Taco Week, and you can have delicious and unique tacos from local restaurants all week long. For more information and other things to do, visit kera.org/calendar. Thanks so much for spending some time with us here on Wake Up with KERA News. I'm your host, Andrew Garcia. The show was produced and edited by Shardae White and Becca Moore. For more news in your inbox, visit kera.org/wakeup. That's where you can subscribe to the Wake Up with KERA News newsletter written by our colleague Catherine Hobbs. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at KERATX. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.